It's no secret that London is one of the most multicultural cities in the entire world. However, there are a few communities inside the west of London that are predominantly or mostly Indian, and that is where we're going to explore today. A very mysterious, almost Indian enclave, let's face it, of London. We're going to one in Brent, and the second one we're going to go to is going to be down a little bit more south in Southall. So yeah, they draw me in a bit of a venture for West London. Can't be worse than Poplar, surely. Well, we're not off to a good start. I've literally been here about 10 seconds. And I've just seen a completely abandoned house all boarded up. You would fit in London of all places. It would never happen, you would never think. I know we're kind of far out, but still. See the old doorbells where you used to be able to ring people up, but I don't think anymore. You've got the ring sort of thing where you can tap on, tap off and all of that, but once again, it's got the light on it, so it makes me think it's almost been recently sort of abandoned and derelict. This has nothing to do with the video I'm making either, but I thought I would show you because it's semi-interesting. Anyway, onwards to Southall and Brent. I found something else, sort of, it's got to be evident it is abandoned, but there's just been no attempt, there you go, put the camera through the fence, to do anything. Look at that, it's just, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's so much rubbish in the background. Literally, I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but there's just bin after bin. It's almost like the local sort of trash heap, which is such a shame because the next clip you're gonna see is gonna be one of the most beautiful Hindu temples I've ever seen in my entire life. What a place. This was one of the Hindu temples that you can find in West London. It took about 2 years to build this one, and it was absolutely stunning both inside and out. I wasn't allowed to film inside, but as you can see from the outside, it was absolutely stunning. The only real bit I could film inside was the cloakroom area. You had to take your shoes off, and I was invited to do a Hindu prayer with the locals here. Well guys, that was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Look at that behind me, it's incredibly beautiful. We went in, well I went in should I say, and I just scanned sort of the outside for a little bit. Then after that I got talking to the people who worked there, who were incredibly friendly. I didn't know if I could even go in right, but we got talking. They said you come at sort of the midday prayer, which happens once a day, because midday happens once a day. So I was sat down and had all the Hindu blessings and saw how the gods are and how it all works, and to be honest it was absolutely incredible. It really was. Incredible hospitality from the people here. I mean, just look at that. I wish I could have filmed the inside, and everyone wanted me to take photos and share it on social media. As I'm leaving, everyone's sort of coming up to me and saying, did you like it, how was it, and all of that. Well, an incredible, genuinely cool experience. I did not expect that at all. As I say, I'm sorry I couldn't really bring the camera inside. I could do a few videos from the outside, but only with my phone, but I wasn't allowed to bring the GoPro in. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that part. Anyways, we're on to Brent now. We're gonna walk down the road, go to the Wembley High Street, and see there is another temple there I can show you. And on top of that, there is some local food. So we're gonna try that out now. I'll see you in half an hour. Now here we're in Wembley in Brent, and it's what you'll notice in a lot of these buildings up here is you've got the language both in English, but you've also got another language as well, either Punjabi or Hindi, I believe, on the top there. It's pretty cool. And look, if you go across here, there's another one as well, and you can see the mixes of culture all in one. It's pretty cool. What language is that? Punjabi or Hindi or? I
don't know. It doesn't look like. Maybe it's no, Tamil or Malayalam.
Tamil. Is that
Tamil
from south in?
Yeah, Malayalam or Tamil.
I see. Thank you so much. Bye bye. I was completely wrong. It is not Punjabi or Hindi. we think it's Tamil, so, which doesn't surprise me because there's a lot of southern Indian restaurants down this way as well. Oh Christ, I want to try South Indian food though. Apparently it's a bit more spicy compared to the north as well, but from what I've heard, that's the part that you really need to go to. It's got a lot more like Southeast Asian sort of influence on the food as well, so yeah, hopefully one day you'll see a video maybe from Karelia or somewhere like that, but who knows, who knows. These are the restaurants I was talking about as well, these South Indian ones, and I was looking at some of the menus and they don't sell stuff that you typically get, right, like butter chicken and things like that, you know. And a lot of the dishes that you'll find in many of the English restaurants are actually not authentically Indian, mainly because they're mainly owned by people from Bangladesh, and on top of that the English have made their own curries, for example chicken tikka masala, something like that, right, which isn't authentically Indian. You will never find that in India. This is another thing, guys, I wanted to show you is the food options vary drastically compared to the rest of the UK. Look at this, all day breakfast, no English one in sight. You've got all sorts of things like pongao and vadai. Never had it before, but I would absolutely love to try. In fact, we might go in there in a minute just to try some of the food, because trust me when I say I'm walking down the street and it smells absolutely incredible with all the different spices and whatnot. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so I'm gonna have some music on and we're gonna walk down the street until we get to the temple, so I can give you more of like a POV and I can shut up for a bit. Yeah, cue the music. Well, fun fact, we actually came here, we didn't get this far in my first ever video, but it was the dead of winter at the time and it was just a very crappy day really, so there wasn't many people on the streets and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just totally different going now when there's life on the streets, you can smell all the smells. Yeah, it feels a lot nicer. I'm glad to be here versus last time. Well, behind me here you have another Hindu temple. This one took 14 entire years to build before it became as beautiful as it is today. Opposite, a Baptist church just over there. If this doesn't highlight how multicultural London is, I don't know what does. You've got a church on one side, on the other side you've got an incredible Hindu temple as well. So yeah, I would go in that one and show you that, but we need to get on to our next place, which is Southall. And in there, that's where the Punjabi community lives. So there's a lot of Sikh people from there. First, before we do that, we need to go and get some grub because I'm absolutely starving. It's about 2 PM and I haven't had lunch yet. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be in shortage though of finding something nice to eat. The question is what? Guys, check this out in here. I've got a mango lassi. You can see they even got like sugarcane juice and stuff like that. You can see they put it in there and it crushes it all out through there. Cheers, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay everyone, it's mango lassi taste test time. I've never had it before. I think it's some sort of like yogurt with mango in, I think. I don't really know what I'm talking about though, in all honesty, but yeah, let's try it out. That's delicious. That tastes exactly how you would think yogurt with mango in. Mango yogurt. Very refreshing. it's so thick, it's almost, well, I was going to say it's almost like yogurt, but it's because it is yogurt. But you almost need like a spoon to drink it. You've got to really tug. It's like those bloody McDonald's milkshakes where you've almost ruining the straw by the time you're finished with it. Luckily, these people have common sense and they're using the good old plastic straws that don't dissolve. There's nothing more than a waste of wasting paper, but it just bloody dissolved. Okay, so I've just sat down to have a little bit of some traditional Punjabi food. Now, right here I've got an aloo tikki, which is like a mashed potato with the tikki sort of spice. Then we've got the classic vegetable samosa. I'm gonna tuck into this, guys. I'll see you guys in Southall. Let's do it. Many years ago here in Southall, a lot of Indian Army officers from the war were stationed here because of its close proximity to Heathrow. However, since the war, they've still stayed here, of course. We let them stay because of their efforts to help our nation. They ended up building a lot of factories here in this area, and bearing in mind we're so close to Heathrow as well, it suited them very well to go back to Amritsar, which is where a lot of these people originated from. We're talking the Punjabi people. So you won't see the Tamil language here, you'll see the Punjabi language, which looks ever so slightly different in comparison. But yeah, let's go into the main town centre and see what we can't find. Thank you. I don't know where we're going though. Probably this way. Because we're in a Punjabi area as well, and a lot of people are Sikh, you'll notice they have these scarves around their head, and that is because they have very long hair and they wrap it up. And when we go into the Gurdwara, which I probably won't be able to film inside, but I'll try my best to film the outside, we'll also have to wear a scarf when we go in and take your shoes off and cover your skin as well. So it should be an interesting experience if we're even allowed in, but we'll see how it goes. Just came across the road, guys, to show you this. You've got the India's Workers Association of Southall. That's when you know you're in one of the Indian micro-communities. And up here is what we'll do, is we'll do the Gurdwara first, but on the way back I'll show you here because there's some really cool street food. Apparently the Gurdwara does give you free food anyway, which I'll want to try out because that'll be super authentic. But if not, or if I'm still hungry, I'll go back there because I've seen some biryani, which is very popular everywhere from Iran to like the Western India area, i.e. Punjab state, right? So yeah, we'll see if we're going to try that out or not. Just behind me over here is the Sikh Gurdwara, and my god, is it absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Wow, feels a bit more grand than the Gravesend one for sure. I don't know much about Sikhism, but I know you have the spear, you have the beard, and obviously you've got to wear the scarf as well. Wow, look at that window at the top as well. And up there as well, guys, you've got the Punjabi writing. Well guys, that was the Gurdwara here in Southall. That was an incredibly beautiful experience inside, just like the Hindu mosque. I was very confused all the time. It doesn't seem that people really go here to visit who aren't Sikhs potentially. With the Hindu temple, there were quite a few people to help. Everyone here was super helpful, but you have to ask for it because obviously I know you have to put the scarf on your head. I have no idea how to tie it, so luckily everyone there was super helpful with that. But there we go, guys, that was the Gurdwara. Check it out. Over here as well you can see the different sorts of languages. I think that one's Punjabi. I'm not entirely sure what the other ones are. I know what that one is, obviously, or I've just got them mixed up. Probably Urdu and Hindi, most likely, but someone in the comment section will definitely prove me wrong. One thing that really confused me in the Gurdwara, after I left the prayer room, there was these people queued up getting what looked like food potentially from a lady, and she was like, "Do you want some?" basically, and sort of gave me the nod and the smile. So obviously I partook in it. But yeah, it was just really weird, 'cause it was like this ball of brown sort of swell. I mean, I went up to someone, I was like, can I eat it? And they said yes. So apparently it's what you eat, but then there's an entire canteen, which I think they call a langar, or a langer. And there's where you eat as well. So I don't know if that's like an offering, because I know in Amritsar in the Golden Temple they have like an offering thing, don't they, right? So I don't know if I've just eaten the offering by accident, or you're supposed to eat it, but it just felt weird in your hands. But it was an incredibly cool experience that I've never had before, especially in this country. So yeah, very cool. Well everyone, that is the end of our tour of London. We've done Southall, we've done a little bit of Brent, and yeah, we've experienced mango lassi for the first time, learned about Hindu culture, learned about Sikh culture. Overall, very eye-opening experience, genuinely. I've tried not to make this video a political one at all. It's literally just showing you what it's like to live here, or what it's like to visit here. I could have done a much longer video, but I just wanted to keep it semi-short and snappy for you guys. Yeah, and with that, I will see you in the next one.